Hey guys, Moon Elf again. I've been having a little bit of trouble recording this. I was originally going to make this tips to play arena for a beginner, right? But um, it was just becoming a really difficult video to make. So I thought I'd just be a little bit more informal with you guys and talk through my experience because we have finally jumped into arena, which is really exciting. We have our full gear here, which I've gone over quite a few times in other videos, and we'll talk a little bit about before. But here we are, 153 games over the past 2 days, and we're 1356. Yeah, it is a trash. It is really a trash rating, lol. But I thought I'd share with you guys some of the mistakes that I've made, and maybe it'll help some of you guys who are just getting into arena, or some people who are actually in arena or struggling. Because this video is really about learning from mistakes. It's not about how good or trash I am at arena. I have gone to 1800 before on my hunter in season 1, but that's kind of a meme. Season 1 was a little bit of a meme. So this is really our first time in arena trying to play arena, and my first time on a warrior trying to play a warrior. So I'm just learning so much shit every single game. It's insane. But yeah, I think the first thing people really need to keep in mind when getting into this is choosing your arena partner. You are really going to have a lot of trouble, or the people who are just getting in, finding someone who's good to play with. That's just sadly the truth. People who are good are already playing with other people who are good. So you're left a little bit on your own trying to find, go through a lot of different people to find someone you can just gel with. For me, I went through maybe 5 people. I went through druids. So as a warrior, you can only really play, or you can play some other stuff, but you can play druid warrior or druid shaman. And I much prefer druid shaman. I think it's just a lot more fun to play, and I think it just feels a lot better. I'm unsure why, but it just does. So I went through a few shamans and a few druids. I think I went through 3 druids and 2 shamans. And I finally found someone that I can play with quite regularly. He's from my guild. He is fundamentally very strong, but he doesn't really have the gear. And I don't think he really has that much experience in arena. But you can kind of just tell with someone, this guy is okay. He knows what he's doing. He's not bad. He's fundamentally very, very, very strong, which is huge for us. So I really enjoy playing with him, and I think I've found the right guy to play with, and I think he's willing to put in the effort to get the rating that we need, or get up to 2K. So that's on the partners. I went through some partners who are really not good. One of that, and it not good in a sense of like they're bad at the game, but more like if there's like a mistake that was made, they blame every single game on you. Like I played 20 games with a guy, and every single game that we lost was my fault somehow. And it's like, everything is on cooldown. How is this possibly my fault? I feared, I kicked, I disarmed, everything. I played like insane out of my brains, and still somehow it's my fault. I kick every cast, but you just insta die. So it's just important to find someone that you like playing with, and it's an enjoyable experience, and you can play with consistently, because every time you swap partners, you're going to tank your own rating for a bit before you get back up again, especially at these low ratings, just to get just because you're not going to find normal pugs who are like 2K. It's going to be really difficult unless you yourself are already 2K. I guess the next really important thing that I've learned is the gear. I kind of underestimated how important the gear is in arena. Like I'm using the sword right now, and the sword is trash. Like even with the shaman, sword is trash. It's so bad. It is 100% meme. You need mace specialization for that stun. And that stun will win you, like RNG win you a lot of games. So you without it, it's really rough. It is really, really rough. You do get that extra swing chance with a sword, and you can proc Wind Fury off of it, but it's still a meme, The chances of that are just so low. But yeah, I am trying to do my best with the sword by just going like the max damage build. This is a build I got off of a streamer. I think he's like 2.6k is the highest warrior shaman team rated warrior shaman team. And even he uses a mace. From all the videos I've seen, he's using either the craftable mace or he's using a mace, the season 3 mace. So yeah, I mean, and when you look at his stats, like I'm at 30% crit and he's at like 33 or 36% crit with like almost 200 more attack power than me. So you really need the gear, and without it, you're at such a huge disadvantage. It's insane. The next thing I've learned really is the synergy. Without that synergy, you're kind of like a fish in the water. And it really means a lot of things. It can mean how far away your arena partner is from you at times, if they're standing on you to take traps, if they're kicking the right things, or if you're like kicking both at the same time. Like right now, I've played enough games with this shaman where we're kind of starting to understand, he kicks then or I kick then, or, where to stand during specific moments, and when we can get someone out of stealth, or like when we can rely on the other person to heal us to full. It's really huge. It's basically 90% of the game is that synergy and making sure you're doing the right thing. Another big thing that you really need to do if you're just getting started out is learning how to deal with specific comps. So for the both of us, me and the shaman I'm playing with, it's 100% about what to do in specific comps. Like in this low rating, you'll just queue up against just random people, random comps that'll just like bop you just randomly, and you're like, okay, how did we mess that up, and how do we fix that our next go? And then like talking things through, and after each game, talking about like what we could have done better here and there without blaming each other. It's just a big, it's really, really important to have that knowledge, who to target, who to focus, all that in order to kind of get yourself going in the right direction and get those points that you need. So those are really kind of like the 3 or 4, I don't remember how many I went through, but things that I've learned in Arena so far. And hopefully some of those tips will help some of you guys out who are just getting into Arena. I know LOL 1300, but we're gonna get there, man. Like if I'm willing to put 150 games into 2 days, I'm willing to get to the top. I'm gonna be getting the mace as well, so hopefully that'll help out in some of our games, and just bop a little bit harder. But anyway, for those guys who wanna join in getting to 2100, just you can follow me on YouTube or you can see me on Twitch. I'll be on both. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.